Think and Grow Rich. So this book isn't one of those get-rich-quick formula things. This book has its place in history, and it has actually changed the lives of thousands and thousands of people all over the world. The funny thing about this book is that it doesn't actually talk about making money. What it talks about instead is the mindset, the philosophy, and principles of wealth creation. The book is a great introduction to financial education, and it's basically a guide to living a better life. It's one of the most influential books of all time when it comes to achieving financial independence and self-development. That's why everyone recommends this book for success. And here's the thing, this isn't a book that you read like a novel. This is a book that you need to actually use. It's basically like a manual. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I had the privilege of being invited to a business networking event in my city. And after the event, I had the honor of meeting and having a chat with one of the most successful businessmen in my city. He owned various companies and real estate all over the country, and I remember being so excited to meet him, and I had so many questions to ask him. After a few minutes of chatting, somehow the conversation drifted into books, and he asked me if I read books, and I told him, yes, I do. And then he asked me how often. And I told him about 1 or 2 a month. And then he looked straight into my eyes and told me, young man, if you want to grow financially, you have to start reading more books. What he told me that day has stayed with me ever since. You see, the average person in the US reads 12 books a year, while millionaires read at least double that number. I remember I asked him why I had to read, and he told me that reading wasn't enough. He said, read a book and you'll maybe remember a couple of lines here and there. Use a book and it will change your life. And here's the thing, I don't care if you don't like reading. It's not about what you like doing. It's about what you have to do in order to grow. And if you really, really hate reading, you can always look for the audiobook. I want you to actually get the most out of this book, so in today's video, I will give you the summary and the most important takeaways from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, written in 1937. Principle number 6, never stop learning. The market changes, people change, and even you change. With time, people and things change, whether you're comfortable with it or not. You have to constantly reinvent yourself and keep learning, especially if you're in business. But that's also true for fitness, learning, and anything else. As soon as you stop learning, you stop growing, and your soul starts decaying. In order to keep up to date, reading the news isn't enough. The news is actually bad for you. Most news is over-exaggerations of things that happen daily, and you'll do good for yourself if you avoid it. Stay away from anything negative and that's not related to your goal. Instead, you should have a mentor and keep reading, as well as have a group of people that not only understand you, but that does the same thing that you're doing. This way, you can share with each other what the markets are doing, what's happening with clients and experiences, and even if you're not in business, this is still valid. Maybe you have a fitness group, then a paintball group, and so on. You're the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. Would you actually like to be the 5 people that you spend the time with the most? Think about that. And if that's the case, change your environment. Your goals and purpose should be what determine who you keep around you. In conclusion, these are, in my opinion, the most important takeaways from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book just doesn't die. Its principles and lessons are still relevant today. In order to generate wealth and get ahead in life, all you need to do is certain things very well in a certain way. The goal of this channel is to teach you exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it in order to become a better version of yourself and to achieve your goals. Principle number 5, after defeat, there's success. Napoleon Hill, the author of the book that we're talking about, has interviewed numerous successful people from the US, and he took the information and summarized it in the book Think and Grow Rich. Most of these successful men and women told Napoleon Hill that often success comes right after you are about to give up. This means that right when things are the hardest, when they're so hard that you're about to give up, right after that, there's success. The greatest success comes right after your last breath. You need to keep going, never give up, and keep your head up while fighting. I know that success isn't easy. I 100% agree with that. But that's not a good excuse for not making more money, achieving more, and making your life better.